Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
The most lurid of crimes is the crime of passion. No mere bank robbery or stock swindle can compete for newspaper space with a nice, juicy love nest murder. Our story concerns itself with a murder which criminologists would classify as a crime of passion. But we feel that it is just the opposite, a crime of no passion, a negative murder committed because passion had fled and love was dead, a homicide without hope. Listen then as Miss Kathy Lewis stars in A Statement of Fact, which begins in just a minute.
And now, A Statement of Fact, starring Kathy Lewis. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
I'm sorry, no comment. Let me through, please. Will you let me through? Sorry, I have nothing to say at this time.
Oh, hiya, Chris. You didn't waste any time.
I can't afford to. How'd the press get in on this?
The sheriff called him after I told him you were on your way down.
Publicity hound, huh?
Well, every little bit helps in an election year.
Yeah. Where's the prisoner?
In there with him.
Where's she been hiding these last 3 days?
I don't know. She isn't talking, at least to me.
She'll talk to me.
Just a minute. The sheriff left orders that he's not to be disturbed.
What's your name?
Deputy P.G. Thaler.
Mr. Thaler, I want you to go and stand by that door over there.
Huh?
No one, absolutely no one, is to come through that door until I say so.
I take my orders from Sheriff Morrow.
Oh, you do?
Thaler, Hey, I thought I told you I didn't want anyone around here.
Morning, Sheriff.
Who are you?
Dale Christian, Deputy District Attorney.
Oh, we can handle this situation all right, Mr. Christian.
Is Mrs. Dudley in there?
Yes.
She's guarded?
No need to guard.
Get in there, John. Don't take your eyes off her.
Right, Chris.
Now, look here.
Now, you look here, Sheriff. You're going to do as I say.
Just a minute there, Bradford. He has no right to go into my office.
He has every right to go in there, and I'll show you why. Yeah. You see this? It's a warrant issued yesterday afternoon for the arrest of Ellen Randall Dudley. When you see that seal and that signature, your authority is automatically superseded.
No one comes in here and tells me how to run my job.
I'm telling you. You're trying to get your name and picture in every newspaper in the country at the expense of this case. I'll have no more of it. This is no pressman's holiday. If you have any brains at all, you'll take Mr. Thaler here and go outside and get rid of those reporters as fast as you can.
I'll take action against you for this, Mr. Christian.
You just do that, Sheriff, and see where it'll get you.
And now, starring Kathy Lewis, Act 2 of A Statement of Fact.
Morning, Miss Dudley.
Yes?
My name is Christian, Miss Dudley. I am the Deputy District Attorney. All right, John.
Okay.
What are you going to do?
Just ask a few questions, Miss Dudley.
What kind of questions?
I'm obligated to warn you that whatever you say right now may be used later in the court.
And to be on the safe side, I shouldn't tell you anything.
Miss Dudley, listen carefully. Yesterday afternoon, I attended a coroner's inquest inquiring into the death of your husband, Robert Ames Dudley.
Yes.
The coroner's jury determined that Mr. Dudley came to his death as the result of wounds inflicted by you, his wife. A hatchet was presented as evidence and was identified by police experts as the murder weapon. That hatchet carries fingerprints identified as yours. 2 witnesses, your maid, Ethel Lee Barth, and a neighbor, Mrs. Frank Thompson, gave testimony that further incriminates you. Enough evidence was presented for the coroner's jury to recommend that you be taken into custody and held for the action of the grand jury. Now, do you understand what I have just told you?
Yes, I think so.
In a few days, the grand jury will meet and charge you with murdering your husband. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Fine. Now, a frank, honest statement from you right now may determine the disposition and the proper plea to be entered on your behalf.
What do you mean, Mr. Christian? Proper plea?
Miss Dudley, you murdered your husband on the night of the 13th. And the sooner you admit that, the better off you'll be.
Suppose I don't admit anything.
Then you can expect no clemency, and that, of course, is entirely up to you, Mrs. Dudley. But I must tell you that the death house in the state penitentiary is full of people who didn't listen to reason while they still had a chance. This is your chance, Mrs. Dudley, right here and now. Well?
I don't know what to do.
If you don't take my advice, they'll hang you. I promise you, Mrs. Dudley, they'll hang you as certainly as you're sitting in that chair. Well?
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
And now, starring Kathy Lewis, Act 3 of A Statement of Fact.
Now, suppose we begin at the beginning, Mrs. Dudley.
The beginning. What was the beginning? I don't know.
Well, let's say, where do you meet your husband? Seems to me I read someplace that it was in Europe.
Yes, that's right. In the south of France, I had a villa on Cap Ferrat that summer.
And what summer would that be?
1950.
50. Meet him through friends, did you?
Yes, at a gala in Monte Carlo. We were married 3 weeks later at the Marie in Grasse.
Rather a short engagement, wasn't it?
Seemed an eternity at the time. I was fed up with European gentlemen, I suppose, tired of having my hand kissed, bored with the kind of men who put all women into two categories, possible wives or possible mistresses. Roger seemed only interested in me as a wife, and he was so refreshing, so healthy, so American.
But the marriage didn't work out the way you expected. I understand you and Mr. Dudley have been having trouble for some time.
Oh, yes. For years. I soon found out that although he wanted me as a wife, he wanted every other woman as a girlfriend.
And he drank?
He drank.
Now, if you'll just start with the events of that night.
What is today?
Friday.
I'd be playing bridge this afternoon. There's a dog show tomorrow evening I wanted to go to, but I won't be able to go anywhere now. Do you feel sorry for me, Mr. Christian?
I beg your pardon?
Do you feel sorry for me?
Makes no difference how I feel, Miss Dudley. You're an accused prisoner, and my job is to get a statement of fact from you. That's why I'm here.
Oh.
Miss Dudley, I'm your friend here. In a courtroom, I'll represent the prosecution, and I'll do everything I can to see to it that you hang unless you make a complete confession now. Is that perfectly clear to you, Miss Dudley?
Yes. And if you have a record of always getting a conviction, that'll help when you decide to run for district attorney, won't it?
Miss Dudley, my professional career has nothing to do with this. If I weren't here talking to you, someone else in my office would be here. It's a job that has to be done, and I happen to be the one who's doing it.
But wouldn't it be better for you if you had more of an audience than Mr. Bradford over there? Wouldn't it be much better if you had me in a courtroom with reporters and photographers
Miss Dudley,
around
do you want to talk to me now?
I don't mean to make you angry, Mr. Christian, but if all you've told me is true about what happened at the coroner's inquest and what will happen when the grand jury meets, you can hang me right now.
I certainly can.
And yet you're here to get my story. You must be uncertain about something.
I told you I'm trying to help you, Mrs. Dudley, but I warn you, I am not uncertain about anything where you're concerned. Make no mistake about that. I have a duty to the people of this state, and that is to learn the facts of this case and present them before the court, and I intend to do that with or without your cooperation. Well?
May I talk to you alone?
You understand why Mr. Bradford is here?
Yes, but I'd like to tell it to you alone. It can't possibly hurt anything to talk to you first, can it?
All right, John, wait outside. I'll send for you when I need you.
Right.
Thank you.
And now, starring Kathy Lewis, Act 4 of A Statement of Fact.
All right, Mrs. Dudley, we're quite alone. What do you want to tell me?
I killed my husband.
Very well. Tell me how it happened.
I was having some people over for dinner that night. I was busy in the kitchen with the maid fixing the dinner. When Roger came downstairs, I asked him to do a simple thing, just a little thing. I I asked him to start a fire in the fireplace.
Go on, please.
Well, he took so long down in the basement getting things ready for the fire, and our guests were arriving at 7:30. So I asked him to come up and make some martinis and let the fire go for the minute. He called me a name.
Why?
I never knew why he did things like that. I went downstairs to ask him why he was so angry, and he called me another name. It wasn't just the name or him being angry. It was all of the things he'd done to me before, the arguing and the fighting and the insults. When he started up the stairs, I picked up the hatchet and I hit him with it. He fell down.
Then what did you do?
I ran upstairs and put on my coat and left the house.
Where have you been these last 3 days?
I never left town. I took a room at a motel, and last night I decided I better get away, go east, maybe. Somebody recognized me at the bus station.
Why did you kill him?
He took my life away from me, Mr. Christian.
I don't understand.
When I went down the stairs that night and saw him standing there, I suddenly realized all he had taken from me. Everything that was young and fresh and wanting. And I despised him for it. So I killed him.
Why? Why did you have to kill him? You could have divorced him, left him.
Don't you see what he had taken from me, Mr. Christian? There was nothing left for him to steal from me, or nothing left for me to give to another man. Are you married?
No, I'm afraid I've been too busy.
You wouldn't know what a man can take from a woman if... Mr. Christian, am I someone you'd want to be married to if this terrible thing hadn't happened? Am I someone you'd be proud to have for a wife?
You might be.
That's all a woman needs, is to be wanted. Am I old and ugly and unattractive? Am I shallow or flighty? Look at me, Mr. Christian.
I am.
No. Stand up, please. Look at me. Close.
Yeah.
Would you want to be loved by me?
You're very beautiful, Mrs. Dudley.
Have you any idea what it means to be a beautiful woman, Mr. Christian? To be admired by every man and envied by every woman, and never to be sure why? How many times have I heard those words, I love you? Wondered what they meant. What was loved? My face? My figure? My artificial makeup? My Dior gown? Or me? Maybe you can give me the straight answer, Mr. Christian. I haven't been able to get to the hairdressers recently. I've run out of lipstick. I'm afraid this suit needs pressing. Would you want to be loved by me, Mr. Christian?
Yes. Yes, I would.
Well, I was nothing to Roger Dudley, nothing. And my love was nothing to him. I was a fixture, a decoration, an animal. And he took all of it. My love and my life, and then he stood at the bottom of the stairs and called me a name.
Mrs. Dudley, now, listen to me. Listen to me. Now, no one saw this happen. The maid was upstairs in the kitchen. Mrs. Thompson only heard it from next door. Now, no, listen to me, please. You can claim that you did it in self-defense. He came at you, and you picked up the hatchet, and you hit him with it to protect yourself. Now, you tell it that way when Mr. Bradford comes back here. There are a dozen good men in this state who'd be glad to represent you in court with a story like that. I'll be opposite them, but you can get off. In the end, you'll be charged with second-degree murder, and at the most, you'll get a suspended sentence. Don't you understand what I'm telling you? You can be free.
Yes, Mr.
All right, let's have Mr. Bradford in here now, please.
Right.
Wait a minute.
Hold it.
I can never be free.
What are you talking about?
You haven't understood a thing I told you, have you, Mr. Christian? He took my life away from me a long time ago. Can't you see, Mr. Christian, I don't have any life to live now?
Mrs. Dudley, you have everything to live for. Look, you're young, beautiful. You want and need all of the things that life can give you.
Too late, Mr. Christian.
No, it's not too late. You must listen to me. You're too valuable a person. Too desirable, too beautiful to die. You must live.
Why?
For me. For us.
What?
You need to be loved. You need me. God help me. I need you. I need you. I need you.
A few minutes ago, you were telling me about your duty to the people of this state, Mr. Christian. Tell me about it now.
Yes?
All right. Send in Mr. Bradford.
I wanted to talk to you alone like this to make sure I was right. You're no different than he was, Mr. Christian. You'd take a woman and do the same thing to her that he did to me. Until you kissed me just then, I wasn't a person to you. I was an animal. A trapped animal. And if I let you help me escape from this trap, I'd just be escaping into a smaller one. A worse one. With you. You're another Roger Dudley.
Okay, Chris? Chris?
Are you ready to make your statement of fact, Mrs. Dudley?
Yes.
All right, John, take it down. From the beginning, Miss Dudley, just as it happened.
Suspense, in which Kathy Lewis starred in William N. Robeson's production of A Statement of Fact, written by E. Jack Newman. In just a moment, the names of the supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense. Supporting Kathy Lewis in A Statement of Fact were John Daner, Charles Seal, and Barney Phillips. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
This is the United States Armed Forces Radio and Television Service.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
More often than not, a classic suffers in adaptation from one medium to another. The play you are about to hear is an exception. The late, great writer-director Irving Reese has given a dimension to the story that the late, great Charles Dickens never imagined when he wrote it almost 100 years ago. We suggest that you might find it interesting to read the Dickens story after listening to this, the Reese dramatization of The Signalman, starring Miss Ellen Drew.
It had smashed by like a wounded monster screaming in pain and disappeared into the dark tunnel. In those brief seconds, I had relived the emotions of my childhood. I still trembled with the child's terror and fascination that had surged through me the many times I stood here 20 years before. Nothing had changed. The steep, dripping wet walls of jagged stone that led down to the tracks, the gloomy mouth of the tunnel, the small signalman's shack huddled against the side of the cutting. Even the job was held by the same man, they told me in the village. He stood there in the glow of an angry sunset, furling a signal flag around a short pole. I called to him. Hello! Below! Instead of looking up at me, he turned tensely to stare toward a red signal light that glowed at the mouth of the tunnel. Hello! Below there! I would like to speak to you. May I come down? He finally looked at me and silently pointed his flag to the path in the embankment. I climbed down quickly and walked toward him with a casual smile. He watched me suspiciously, almost fearfully. Hello, I'm Amy Sayers. I'm sorry if I startled you when I called down.
Why would you think that, miss?
Well, you stare at me as though you had a dread of me.
Yes, miss. I was doubtful whether I had seen you before.
Well, if you have, it was when I was 8 years old, standing on that bridge over the tunnel up there. I used to love watching the trains. Then my family moved to the city, and this is my first visit back in 20 years. Well, you don't believe me.
Well, I'm not certain.
But where could you have seen me?
Don't you know?
Why, no, since I've been away for 20 years.
Up there, by the red signal light at the mouth of the tunnel.
Oh, that's why you turned and stared there when I first called.
Yes, miss.
Well, what would I be doing at the signal light?
Well, I don't know. I wish I... No, it's a mistake, miss. What is it you wish to speak to me about?
Well, I'm a writer. I wanted to interview you.
Me? Well, why me, miss?
Well, my magazine does a weekly biographical piece on interesting people and unusual occupations. It's called Close Up.
Oh, yes, miss. I've read them.
Oh, you have?
Oh, you seem surprised.
Pleased, perhaps.
That one so unsophisticated.
Well, I didn't really mean it that way.
Well, there's a bit of a fire in my shack. It'd be more comfortable for you there. Won't you come on in?
Oh, thank you. Oh, how snug and comfortable.
Yeah, most of my waking life is spent here, and I've tried to make it pleasant.
My, you have a fine collection of books.
They've given me much companionship in the long nights.
Pretty weighty companions. Gibbon's Decline and Fall, Burton's Anatomy of Melancholy, Darwin's...
Do they surprise you, miss?
Well, I can't help wondering why a man with a mind capable of absorbing these subjects would stay on a desolate job like this.
Oh, well, why would a pretty lady reporter come here for a story? There are many other places and people.
Well, as I told you, I used to come here as a child, and the trains frightened and fascinated me. I always remembered it vividly through the years. I promised myself that one day I would come back and do a story on it. Good subjects aren't easy to find, you know.
Why'd you choose just now to come?
Oh, these ideas germinate in the writer's mind for a while, and then an impulse...
And you were drawn here?
Well, you say that as though mystic forces were involved. It was much simpler, I assure you. I've been working hard, and I decided that a few days in the country would do me good. I planned to use them profitably by doing a story on you.
Oh, you might have come to that decision last month or last year.
Well, that's true. But I can't see why you attach such special...
Why does the train frighten you so?
Now, wouldn't you think I might outgrow that silly, childish fear? If I was drawn here, as you say, I guess it was to see whether I had. The modern psychiatrist would say it was a desire to relive a childhood experience.
Oh, yes, miss. There are many answers. And philosophers have even speculated on the possibility that the future can intrude on the memory as well as the past.
Surely you don't believe that.
I believe only in the evidence of my five senses.
May I ask, why did you go to the door?
To check the tunnel light.
Does it need to be checked so often? You did before we came in. Why are you staring at me like that?
Hmm? Oh, was I staring at you?
Oh, please. Something is preying on your mind. Can't you tell me?
The fire needs stirring.
You're avoiding my question.
Oh, you let me ask you a question. When the train passed just now, why did you suddenly throw your hands up to your eyes? Like this, as though to shut out some dreadful sight. Why?
It was that uncontrollable, childish reaction, like I said. I felt as though the train would draw me out of here and onto the track. I covered my eyes like a child not to see it.
And you had no feeling that the action was conveyed to you for some reason?
No, why should it?
Because there's been someone at the red light at the mouth of the tunnel each night for a week now, holding its hands up to its eyes like you did, as though to shut out some terrible sight.
And you have actually seen it?
Oh, every night.
Was it there just now when you went to the door?
Yes, I saw it quite clearly.
Who was it?
You.
We sat there for a long, breathless moment as the train roared off into the night, leaving only their singing rails to mark its passing. It was a moment of terror, until reason snapped me back to reality. But it's impossible. How can I be sitting here in your signal shack and be outside under the signal light at the same time?
I don't know, miss, but that's the way it seems to be. You were standing out there with your left arm across your face and waving your right arm violently as though to say, for God's sake, clear the way, clear the way.
You heard those words?
Well, I'm not certain, not about those specific words, but I've heard it called before.
When?
Oh, one moonlight night about a year ago, I was sitting here when I heard a voice cry, "Hello! Below there!"
Well, that's why you were startled when I used the same words from the top of the bank.
Yes, Miss. Well, I ran to the door and I looked out and I saw this someone else standing up there by the red light near the tunnel, waving its arms as I just showed you. And the voice was hoarse with shouting, and it cried, "Hello! Below there! Look out! Look out!" I caught up my lamp and I ran towards the figure calling, "What's wrong? What's happened? Where?" And when I got to the light, it was gone.
Did you see where?
The tunnel was the only place it could go without passing me. Well, I ran into the tunnel for 100 yards or so, and I searched around with my light, and then I ran back here and I telegraphed both ways. Here's Mr. Telegraph. An alarm has been given. Is anything wrong? The answer came back both ways. All's well.
Of course, with that wind moaning through the tunnel and the wild harp it makes of the telegraph wires, it's understandable that you could have the illusion you heard a call. And anyone staring at the dark long enough, as you did from the door, could imagine seeing something. You've let it prey on your mind so long it seems real.
I was not finished, miss.
I'm sorry.
Within 6 hours after it first appeared, the main line flyer crashed and derailed at the far end of the tunnel. And within 10 hours, the dead and the wounded were being brought through the tunnel over to the spot where the figure stood.
Coincidence. A tragic, remarkable coincidence. But I can't see...
There is more, miss.
Well, please forgive me.
6 or 7 months passed, and I'd recovered from the surprise and the shock when one morning, just as daylight was breaking, I looked toward the red light, and I saw it again.
Did it cry out?
No, it was silent.
And it didn't wave its arm?
No, miss, no. It leaned against the post with both hands covering the eyes. Like this, as though to blot out some terrible sight.
So that's why you asked me why I put my hands to my eyes when the first train passed.
Oh, yes, miss. You called out the words it used the first time, and you covered your eyes as it did the second time.
Go on, please.
Well, that very day, as the train came out of the tunnel, I noticed a confusion of hands and heads at one of the coach platforms and something waving. And I saw it in time to flag down the engineer. He applied his brakes, but the train drifted past here about 100 yards. And as I ran up to it, I heard terrible screams and cries. And a beautiful young woman had fallen between the cars, and she was brought in here. Yes, and she died on this very spot between us.
Oh, how horrible. But I still don't see
One final word, miss, and you'll judge how my mind is troubled. It came back a week ago, and ever since, it's been there.
At the light?
Yes. It covers its eyes, waves its arm, and it shouts, for God's sake, clear the way, clear the way. I've no rest or peace for it. It calls to me many minutes together in an agonized manner. Below there, look out, look out. It stands waving at me, and it sounds the telegraph ticker.
Has it sounded the ticker since I've been here?
Twice.
I assure you it's your imagination. There has been no sound of the telegraph.
Oh, I don't wonder that you failed to hear it, but I heard it.
Do you hear it now?
Yes.
What is it saying?
Well, it isn't clear. It only warns. It doesn't say against what. If I only knew, I could warn them. But it doesn't say. What is the danger? Where? There is danger somewhere on the line. Some terrible calamity will happen tonight, and I can do nothing about it. Nothing.
It was obvious that this poor, tortured signalman was the victim of hallucinations and delusions. The loneliness of his post and the tedium of his duties were certainly enough to derange anyone. But certainly a man of his intelligence could be convinced that it was only his mind playing tricks on him.
Well, how can you say that in the face of what I just told you?
Listen, you were positive when you first saw me that I was the specter you saw at the light, weren't you?
Well, you used the same
Well,
word.
now listen carefully. I appeal to the intelligent, well-read, reasonable man.
Hmm?
3 words. Hello, below there. I was more than 100 feet away at the top of the embankment, and you were here below with darkness falling, and 3 words made you positive you had seen me before. Can't you see? You were trying to fit something to what you already believed.
But then you put your hands to your eyes.
Further proof. You have allowed yourself to believe some disaster is about to befall. When I covered my eyes because of a childish fear, you fitted that to what you already believed.
Well, the telegraph ticker was...
You must hear me out. Would you at any other time, or would anyone at any time, believe that a telegraph ticker could sound in a room this small and be heard by one person and not another?
But I told you...
And now the most important proof. You said that when you went to the door a while ago, it was there by the red danger light.
Yes, it was.
Will you come to the door with me now and tell me if it is still there?
Eh?
Well, do you see it?
No. No, miss. It ain't there.
Of course it isn't. And now I'm going to prove that it never was there. The post is at least 7 feet high. The light is shielded with a hood. Even if a person stood directly under it or in front of it, they would be in complete shadow in darkness. You couldn't see that person from this door, and you couldn't see that person if you walked to within a few yards of her, or him, or it. I'm going to walk up the incline to the light and prove it to you. I walked up the inclining tracks toward the red light at the mouth of the tunnel. The chill, dank wind had an edge like a cold knife. When I got to the light post, I stood directly under it. No portion of the red glow reached me. I was lost completely in the dark. I saw the signalman silhouetted in the yellow light of the doorway. Hello? Can you see me? Hello, below there. Can you see me?
Oh.
Good. Now start walking toward me and tell me when you can see me. He stepped between the rails of the northbound track on the line with the red signal light and walked toward me. Then suddenly the icy hand of my childhood dread gripped me. There was a vague vibration of the earth and air. Far behind him, down the grade, I could see the glow of the locomotive's light. Look out! Look out! For God's sake, clear the way! Clear the way! He walked as though in a spell. He didn't hear me or wouldn't hear me. I was rooted to the gravel. I threw my left arm up to my eyes and waved my right arm frantically. Below there! Look out! Look out! Clear the way! For God's sake, clear the way! Long after it was over, they found me, still standing there, both of my hands up to my eyes to shut out the terrible sight.
Suspense, in which Ellen Drew starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Signalman by Charles Dickens, adapted for radio by Irving Reese. The Signalman was played by Ben Wright. Sound patterns by Bill James and Tom Hanley. Listen. Listen again next week when we return with Miss Marie Wilson in Star Over Hong Kong. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
Following the news, listen for Have Gun, Will Travel on CBS Radio.
Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
Criminologists have long seen the connection between heat, humidity, and murder. They can tell you the exact hour of the exact summer day when the most people are statistically liable to flip their lids. However, in the little prairie town where our story occurs, other factors further help foster violence. The heat, of course, but also ignorance and boredom and a woman. Listen then as Mr. Van Heflin stars in Too Hot to Live, which begins in just a moment.
How long has it been since you've cleaned out your bookshelves? Maybe it's time you took a look at the books you own. While you're cleaning and looking, you can be performing a valuable service to your country. The United States wants books, lots of them, to send to interested students and readers abroad. Good books are needed to combat the flood of literature being circulated in free countries by the Russians and Chinese communists. Each year, the Russians alone publish and distribute well over 100 million volumes of all kinds. But each volume is a messenger of mischief, full of propaganda and lies about America. These books are sold at ridiculously low prices or given away free. You can help counteract communist propaganda with unneeded books. Most desirable are literary classics, new or old, up-to-date American histories and geographies. Send all books to Books from America, Box 1960, Washington 13, D.C. That address again is Books from America, Box 1960, Washington 13, D.C.
And now, Too Hot to Live, starring Mr. Van Heflin. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
The sun is starting to pucker the tar road leading into Marcus Junction. Sweat is beginning to streak through my shirt. My shoes are sucking tar every time I lift them. The sole of one boot busts loose and starts flapping against the road. That's bad. A drifter needs a good pair of shoes, and I'm on the drift. Marcus Junction, no different than 1,000 others like it. About a mile square of small buildings all pasted together. I walk a couple of blocks without finding a shoemaker. Town's almost empty this Saturday morning, except for a man walking my way, a big man, really big. Both ways, big high and big wide. The last man I want to see. Pinned on his sweat-stained shirt is a big gold star with the word sheriff, glinting in the sun.
Good morning, son. My name's Benjamin. Benjamin Maxwell.
Good morning, Mr. Maxwell.
Benjamin, son. Call me Benjamin. That's the handle that shakes this pump. What's yours, boy?
Jeff Casey.
That's a good name. What brings you to our town, Jeff?
Oh, well, I'm just passing through. I wonder where I could get this shoe fixed.
Well, pretty socks.
Yeah. But who'll take care of the shoe?
Well, I'm going down to Stacy's for a cup of coffee. Shoe fixer's right next door. Come along, Jeff.
Thank you.
Say, how do you like this weather? If it gets any warmer, it'll be almost too hot to live. In a manner of speaking, you understand?
Yeah, I understand.
Well, here's the shoe repair. I'll be next door. Leave your shoes and waddle in on them pretty socks of yours. I'll buy you a cup of coffee.
The shoemaker tells me that my shoes will take a couple of hours, so I start next door to join Benjamin. I don't know, maybe I'm feeling pretty good, but I pull an old schoolboy trick. I take off my socks, roll them up, and throw them on the counter with my shoes. Then I walk outside to feel the cool, shaded pavement prickle up through the bottom of my bare feet. Through the window next door, I see 4 people in the restaurant. Benjamin waits for me to come in. Inside the entrance, a blonde waitress is arguing with a skinny old man in faded Levi's. The moon-faced short-order cook is soaking in every word of the argument.
Oh, Jefferson.
Oh, yeah, hi, Benjamin. Well, I come for that coffee.
In a minute. Rachel's about said her piece.
Now find yourself a street corner and get it out of your system.
Oh, you are bad, bad beyond all saving.
See you around, Pop. I don't hope.
That girl plays rough.
That's just Rachel's way, Jefferson. Well, I see you lean to bare feet.
Yeah.
Hey, what's yours, good looking?
Coffee, please, black.
Coffee barefoot. Like you, handsome. Oh, your friend's real pretty, Benjamin.
You think everybody's pretty, Rachel.
But he's a doll. Be around long, handsome?
It's long enough to get my shoes fixed.
Oh, too bad you ain't sticking around. New faces are scarce around here. Especially one like yours.
Well, I've got some law to enforce. Now, you behave yourself, Rachel.
You know it. Tell me what it's like in the world outside, handsome.
Hey, Rachel, why don't you put up some more coffee?
Tend your bacon, lover. I got company.
Is that your boyfriend?
Lover boy there? Oh, no, that's Kenny. He's keeping company with a hot grill.
You oughtn't to talk about me like that, Rachel. It ain't very nice.
Then don't bother me while I'm with my friends. Hey, handsome, I'm off about now. Let's you and me go out to the carnival for a couple of hours, huh?
You let her alone. Don't you go with her, you hear?
Yeah, I heard, Kenny. Well, I'd like to, Rachel, but how do I go barefoot?
Forgot.
You got any other ideas?
Yeah, matter of fact. I live upstairs over this greasy spoon. Let's go up and mix ourselves something cool while we wait for your shoes.
You can't do that. It ain't nice. It don't look right.
Don't Let's go, Rachel.
No, you can't. I'll stop you. I'll come up there after you.
You do, and I'll barbecue you on your own grill.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
1, 2. It's a 1-2 victory for Rambler in the Mobile Gas Economy Run in Compact Car Class A. A Rambler American and a Rambler 6 finished first and second. Both Ramblers led all other cars in the Mobile Gas Economy Run. Rambler's incredible records, 25.29 and 22.96 miles per gallon with automatic transmission. A brilliant victory in the toughest, longest Mobile Gas Economy Run of all. 1,898 rugged miles from Los Angeles to Kansas City, across deserts, up mountains, through congested city traffic. Already the holder of the all-time post-war records for the Mobile Gas Economy Run, Rambler proves once again that it is indeed America's leader in gas economy. Of course, Rambler with standard or overdrive transmission has even greater fuel economy. You save more on upkeep, on insurance, on depreciation, because Rambler has highest resale value of all low-price cars. Go Rambler, the proved economy king at Rambler dealers.
And now, starring Mr. Van Heflin, Act 2 of Too Hot to Live.
Be it ever so humble, this is home.
Yeah, it's a little small, ain't it? Let's kick out a wall or something.
The windows don't help much, but the drinks will.
Hey, why do you have to lean into the kitchen? Why don't you just walk in?
Fresh varnish on the floor. The heat don't let it dry. Long reach for long drink.
Oh, it's a long day.
Here you go, handsome.
Hey, don't you believe in mixing anything with your drinks?
What for? The cubes will melt. What do we drink to, handsome?
The heat.
The heat. Cools you off, don't it?
It burns its way down and explodes in my stomach. My pores open and the perspiration oozes out. It goes down fast, and then another and another. I'm going numb. The heat, no food. Everything's moving around and around, slow and then faster and faster. And then the black rolls in, soft, hot blackness. And I pass out.
All right, come on. Now, pile up. I've got something to show you.
Hey, let me alone.
Over there, in the corner of the kitchen.
Hey, take your hands off me.
See her? That's how I found her. You beside her and your filthy hands still tied around her throat. You killed her. You killed Rachel.
It doesn't make any kind of sense. The bathroom door is open. I stagger toward it, stepping on broken glass. Pain, stinging. Remembering bare feet. The open shower waiting for me. I turn the handle of cold water and half throw myself into the shock of the stream. I'm coming out of it. Coming to. What did he... He said I'd killed her.
Hey, Sheriff! Benjamin! Hey, Benjamin, come up here! I got a dirty killer for you.
Kenny shouting it out of the window to Benjamin. I gotta get away. I get to think. What happened? What? I get to the bathroom window. My feet hit the scalding tar of the shed roof. I scramble across it, drop to the street. A narrow alley, and I'm running down it. I turn the corner and run right into Benjamin.
All right, Jefferson. Why'd you do it, son?
I didn't kill her, Benjamin. I don't remember, but
You don't
know...
sound sure, Jefferson.
Don't you know?
Well, we were drinking. I blacked out.
Drunk? Unconscious? You could still move around. You could have done what was done in that apartment.
No, but I couldn't. Why would I want to do that?
Well, maybe you played too rough. Maybe she tried to stop you, cut you with a knife. Why'd you run away?
Well, I was scared. Kenny said that my hands were around her throat.
Well, I'll have to lock you up. I'll go back and have a good look around. Maybe I'll find something.
And if you don't?
Rachel's dead, Jefferson. Somebody killed her.
They'll try to hang me. Why can't I remember what happened, what led to this? Sweat's rolling down Benjamin's forehead, collecting along the top of his glasses, sliding into his eyes. They smart and snap shut. I slap at his glasses, knocking them off his face, and grab for his gun. His arm comes down fast, hard, chopping at my hand, numbing my arm. And the gun falls to the road. I run, hopping up and down, lopsided.
Jefferson! Come back here! You can't get far! Jefferson! You'll never get away from me!
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi, drink light, refreshing Pepsi, stay young and fair and debonair, be sociable, have a Pepsi.
When friends drop in, let your hospitality show you're sociable in the modern manner. Pepsi, you know, is the favorite of the smart and young at heart.
Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi, drink light, refreshing Pepsi, stay young and fair and debonair, be sociable, have a Pepsi.
Have you tried a Pepsi lately?
And now, starring Mr. Van Heflin, Act 3 of Too Hot to Live.
I'm running again down the burning street, out to the end of town, toward the railroad. I run till my legs slide away from under me, and then crawl, dragging the body that has no feeling, a dead weight that robs my arms of their strength. Finally, steel rails glisten ahead, and I lay sprawled out, heart and lungs going crazy in my body. I can't go any farther. The sun is moving away toward the west now. And I come to, feeling a little better. I know what I have to do now. Find Kenny in one way or another. Force him to tell the truth. Because he must be lying. I start back to town. Stepping gently, I make my way through the alley to the restaurant. There's a stranger behind the counter.
Well, howdy.
Hi. Where's everybody?
Well, most of them are at the carnival. Some are looking for a killer roaming around.
Oh, yeah, I heard about him. I heard he was picked up a couple of miles out.
Good deal. You know, Rachel worked here.
Yeah, I know. Say, where's Kenny?
Oh, he's out at Clovis' place. Wanted to be the one to tell Rachel's father about, you know.
Oh, yeah, sure. I ought to go out there and pick him up. See, I don't know that place too well. How do I get there?
You just follow the road down about half a mile out of town. Find a dirt cutoff. Can't miss the mailbox.
Thanks.
Say, if you miss him, who'll I say is asking?
Oh, well, just tell him that his cousin Jim was here.
Yeah, well, pleased to have met you. Hey, you ain't wearing shoes. You're the one. You're the killer.
Run. Run. Run again. Another alley. Blistering pavement, cement ripping my feet. Time is running, too. Running out. Benjamin will know where I'm going. Out on the main highway. Beyond the town now. Another quarter mile. Another 100 yards. At last, the mailbox that says Clovis. And the dirt cutoff. An old 2-story farmhouse rises out of the field around me. A big gray barn stands off near the house. And 2 old cars are sitting empty behind it. And he's got to come out to one of them. I'll wait. Time still running out and away from me. Little shimmering waves of heat rise off the tin hoods of the cars. Here he comes, at last. Quiet or I'll break your back.
Oh, no.
I want the truth, Kenny. The truth if I have to kill you for it.
Get off of me.
I didn't kill Rachel, and you know it.
You did.
I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
Oh,
you
no.
killed her, you crazy, jealous.
No.
Yes, you came to check. You came to check and you found us drunk and you got wild. You killed her.
I didn't. I can prove it.
Prove it?
There wasn't 3 minutes between the time I left the restaurant and the time I called Benjamin. Not enough time to get up there, kill her, and bring you around.
3 minutes.
I can prove it. That's all the time. You did it. Your hands were still around her throat when I came in. You killed Rachel.
And there it is. He isn't lying about the 3 minutes. That gloating smirk on his face tells me that. I had killed her. The horror of this afternoon had been for nothing.
Kill him! Don't just stand there shoot. He's the man who killed your daughter.
He stands there watching. A skinny old man in faded Levi's. A double-barrel shotgun's cradled in his arm, but he just looks at me. A wild fire striking out of the black pupils of his eyes.
Shoot him! He killed your daughter.
She was no daughter of mine.
He killed Rachel.
You're her father. I thought that was some kind of a nickname of hers. That, you know, when she was calling you Pop.
She was born to me, and I named her Rachel from the Bible. But she was the daughter of Satan.
I'm sorry, Mr. Clovis.
Shoot him. Because of him, Rachel is dead.
She turned away from me, but within me the voice was strong. I followed her, begging, in the place where she lived.
I'm sorry, I was drunk. I was crazy.
In that apartment, the stench of drink like an evil cloud. You lying there drunk with the devil's fever.
You were there?
Shut up, you old fool.
And it came to me like a voice from on high. I knew what I must do.
You killed her. It wasn't me, it was you.
Now you did it. You couldn't keep your mouth shut.
You knew he did it, Kenny. You tried to make me believe that I'd been the one. Why?
You and tramps like you, always keeping her from me. You didn't care. You laughed at me, made Rachel laugh at me. I passed the old man when I went up. I knew as soon as I walked into the room.
And you tried to blame this on me.
Why not? It wasn't that old man who killed her. You killed her, and you'll die for it. Give me the gun.
Oh, no, Kenny. Not now.
Turn around, mister. Turn around and see it when it happens.
Pull up your gun, Kenneth.
No. No.
Get up, Jefferson. We'll go home now.
I never thought I'd be so glad to see you, Benjamin.
If you hadn't been so eager to run, I could have saved your feet a lot of wear. I knew you weren't a murderer, son.
You knew?
I went back to the apartment. The whole story's there in the varnish on the kitchen floor. No bare feet around the body, but lots of hobnailed boot prints. You cut your hand on broken glass in the living room. That's what made it bleed.
and I was running.
Well, you can stop running now, son. Why don't you stay here in town with us? There's lots for you to do.
Thanks. Well, it's been quite a day, Benjamin.
Sure has been a scorcher. Glad to see the sun going down. On a day like this, it's almost too hot to live.
Oh, no, don't say that, Benjamin. It never gets that hot.
Suspense, in which Van Heflin starred in William N. Robeson's production of Too Hot to Live, written by Sam Rolfe. In a moment, the names of our supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense.
The station to which you're listening right now is an affiliate of the CBS Radio Network. That fact makes several important differences. Take the matter of news. Over this station, you hear frequent reports gathered by the foremost broadcast news organization, CBS News. Reports supplemented by the thoughtful commentary of such distinguished CBS newsmen as Edward R. Murrow, Lowell Thomas, and Eric Severide. In addition, of course, this station provides you with late local news so that you may hear and keep up with what's happening in your own community. You hear top dramatic programs, comedy, variety, and music to fit every mood. In addition, this station provides you with further listening entertainment, courtesy of your favorite local broadcast personalities, plus the cream of today's crop of top songs. Well-balanced, highly listenable broadcast fare can come to you only through teamwork, the kind of teamwork made possible by the combined resources of CBS Radio and this station.
Supporting Van Heflin in Too Hot to Live were Doris Singleton, Barry Kroger, Charles Seal, Barney Phillips, and Norm Alden. Listen again next week when we return with Mr. Jim Backus starring in See How He Runs. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense. Suspense. And the producer of radio's outstanding theater of thrills, the master of mystery and adventure, William N. Robeson.
In spite of the sometimes discouraging evidence to the contrary, crime really doesn't pay. The chaser of the fast buck always slips upon the banana peel of retribution and ends up with his nose to the grindstone of penal servitude, if we may be permitted to mangle a metaphor. Upon this moral precept hangs a tale, which you are about to hear. Listen then as Jackie Cooper stars in The Amateur, which begins in just a moment.
This is Frank Knight speaking for the world's most honored watch, Longines. The name Longines on the dial of a watch is an accepted symbol of excellence. Decade after decade, for almost a century, Longines watches have maintained this enviable position of leadership, winning highest honors for excellence, elegance, and accuracy in public competitions against the best of the world's watches. To wear a Longines watch marks a person of good taste and good judgment as well, for like all things of finest quality, a Longines is in the long run the most economical. Amazingly, you may own or proudly give a Longines watch for as little as $75. A Longines, the world's most honored watch, styled with distinction, cased in precious metal, promising a lifetime of faultless timekeeping. And here is a suggestion. For Mother on Mother's Day, why not a Longines watch? Your authorized Longines Whitnor jeweler will be honored to serve you.
And now, The Amateur, starring Mr. Jackie Cooper. A tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.
You see, me and Boots always been buddies, right, Boots?
Right, Jerry.
And, you know, we're always looking for an easy way to a fast buck. So when this here thing happens, well, I mean, we ain't exactly amateurs, you know. So it gives us the idea. It happened last Tuesday night. Me and Boots had been down to pool hall shooting a few, and along about 11 o'clock, we catch the bus uptown. Boots lives about 10 blocks north of me, so I'm hopping off the bus before him. I'll see you, Boots.
Right. Take it easy, Jerry.
Hey, call you tomorrow.
Right.
It's about a half a block from the bus stop to my castle. Nothing but a basement apartment in one of them brownstone buildings, you understand. But it's my castle. Well, I'm almost to my steps when I see this here guy come running along the other side of the street. All of a sudden, he cuts across toward me, and a car comes out of nowhere, hits the guy, and clobbers him flat against the brownstone wall, almost on my doorstep. Then it backs off, and it's out of sight before I can breathe twice. Hey, you all right, mister? Hey, fella. The guy was dead.
What happened down there?
A hit and run.
I'll call the police.
Okay. All right, stand back, everybody. Now, don't touch nothing until the law gets here.
Where did he come from?
The neighborhood was turning out like it was a block party or something. I guess when a thing like this happens, you can't keep them away. Curiosity, maybe a little sympathy, I don't know. Anyway, about 5 minutes later, up comes the cops.
All right, come on, move back now. Stand back, everybody.
Stop shooting.
Look, anybody see this happen?
Yeah, I did. I saw the whole thing.
Yeah, what's your name?
Malloy, Jerry Malloy.
You get the license number?
No. Well, I mean, see, I seen this guy running down the street, and then he cuts across like he was trying to get to me or something, and his car comes along and pow.
Know what kind of a car it was?
Oh, a big one, a caddy, maybe.
You get a look at the driver?
No.
And you don't know whether it was a man or a woman?
Well, he goes on asking questions, and the more he asks, the less I seem to know about it. The photographs from one of the dailies arrive, and it's flashing all over the place. They even take my picture. Why, I don't know. But finally, the wagon takes the poor guy away, and the neighborhood goes back to bed. I take off, too, and I go down the steps to the castle, when right in front of my door, my foot hits something. There, lying at my feet, is this here license plate, see? Kind of beat up like. I pick it up, and sure enough, there's blood on it.
In a moment, we continue with the second act of Suspense.
What are the little-known facts behind the unflattering page one headlines about Bing Crosby's boys? Who do they blame for all the criticism that's been coming their way lately? How do Bing's 4 sons feel about their strict toe-the-line upbringing? Are they doing anything to live their own lives successfully without benefit of their famous father? In May, McCall's magazine got the answers to these questions in a revealing, frank story about the private life problems of Bing and his boys. Also in May, McCall's find out about the immensely powerful woman behind the throne of England, Marina, Duchess of Kent. Learn how her influence resulted in Queen Elizabeth's marriage to Philip, ended Princess Margaret's romance, prevented a great court scandal. Get exciting May McCall's on all newsstands now.
And now, starring Mr. Jackie Cooper, Act 2 of The Amateur.
Well, there's no doubt in my mind that this here plate bounced off that car that clobbered the poor guy in the street. My first impulse is to hightail it down to the police station, turn in the evidence. But I decided to call my buddy first and tell him about all the excitement, and see if he'll go with me. Boots says to stay put, he'll be right over.
And you seen it all, Jerry?
Yeah.
The cops don't know about the license plate, huh?
No, of course not, you dope. I found it after everybody'd gone.
But it was a big car, huh? A caddy, maybe?
I think so. It all happened so quick.
But it was a big-looking car, kind of prosperous.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure of that.
Did you get a look at the driver?
Look, Boots, the cops already asked me all that. Come on, let's go.
Oh, wait a minute, Jerry. I got an idea.
Like what?
Well, I've been thinking about it since you called me. We might be able to promote ourselves a little dough.
Dough?
Big car, rich man, maybe. Rich enough to want to buy his way out of a hit-and-run rap.
You mean blackmail a guy?
No, not blackmail. Just a sale. We got something he'd be mighty glad to have. We sell it to him. Deal's closed.
I don't know. This is evidence. We ought to take it to the cops.
If he's just rich, this ought to be worth a couple of grand to him. If he's important, maybe 10.
It's blood money in a way, kind of.
But if he's important and rich, who knows? We might be set to spend the winter in Florida, Jerry. Get us a couple of dolls.
But, Boots, listen.
Then we'll spend the summer in Europe. Them French babes. Ooh la la.
How are we going to find out who he is?
Trace the plate.
No, only the cops can do that.
I got a friend, Andy. He can find out for us.
Suppose he gets suspicious.
No, not Andy. Look, let me handle it, huh? Don't go to the cops till we have a chance to see if it works, okay?
Well, okay.
We're gonna be up there, Jerry. Them little jobs we pulled from time to time, peanuts compared to this.
Yeah, but they were safe.
You want to be an amateur all your life? This'll make a pro out of you. Set us up for a good long time.
Well, okay.
That's the boy. I'll drop around the garage tomorrow after I talk to Andy, okay?
Yeah, okay. Morning comes, and I take off for work at the garage on 85th Street. I'm on my way to the bus when I pass the newsstand at the corner, and there I am, staring right back at myself from the morning papers. Right on the front page, my picture. I buy a couple of papers and hop the bus downtown. I'm shaking with excitement. Me on the front page. There's the story about the guy being clobbered in front of my place. Unidentified victim, the paper says. But they got me pictured for being the eyewitness. First to arrive on death scene, it says. And then it goes on about me seeing it and where I live, where I work and all. I don't even remember telling them all that. But, boy, the picture sure came out good. Well, I get to the garage, and I'm a celebrity. All the guys have seen the paper, and the boss says it's $1,000 worth of advertising for the garage, and he tells me to take the day off. So I'm just about to leave and go see Boots when there's a call for me. So I take it in the office, and it's this guy.
Hello, Mr. Malloy.
Yeah?
I read in the paper this morning that you witnessed the tragedy on 110th Street last night.
Who are you, a reporter?
No, but you might give me some information.
I told the cops all I know, which wasn't much.
The paper says you were the first to reach the victim.
Yeah, that's right.
And it happened right in front of your apartment?
Hey, what is this?
I'll come right to the point, Mr. Malloy. I was wondering if you might have found something.
What do you mean?
Something I might be interested in having back.
Oh?
Did you find something?
Maybe. You know it's missing, huh?
Yes. I'll be willing to pay.
Well...
Then you do have it.
Maybe.
Where can I meet you?
Well, I got the day off.
I'll pick you up any place you say.
Make it 1 o'clock. Corner of Broadway and 96th.
I'll be there. I'll be driving a dark green Cadillac.
Okay. 1 o'clock.
I'll recognize you from the paper.
Well, things was happening even faster than we could have planned. I wanted to give myself time to see Boots and talk it over with him.
It's great. Great. Right in our laps.
Maybe.
Now, don't take the plate with you. Talk terms first. Size him up.
Yeah, he sounded kind of educated. Or high class like.
Yeah, he's probably a millionaire, scared silly about a hit-and-run rap. Now, play it cagey. You got him right in the palm of your hand. Remember, he looked you up, so he's scared. You can make your own deal.
Yeah.
I'll wait for you down the pool hall.
Okay, I'll see you there as soon as I'm finished. At 1:45, I'm waiting on the corner of 96th and Broadway. About 5 minutes to 1, a big green caddy drives around the corner and goes on down Broadway. Now, I'm wondering if that can be the guy when, sure enough, comes around the block again, stops, and a well-dressed guy at the wheel opens the door.
Mr. Malloy?
Yeah?
Get in. I wanted to be sure it was you before I stopped.
It's me. What's your name?
Edward Keller. We'll take Riverside Drive. The traffic's light, and I prefer to keep my mind on business rather than traffic.
Okay, by me. He's not a bad-looking guy. About 45, maybe. Dressed to the teeth. And sort of high-class look about him. I feel sort of shabby next to him, in spite of I'm wearing my best suit. But I got the upper hand no matter what. Well, we hit Riverside Drive. The traffic thins out, and he looks over at me.
I took a long chance you might have found what I want.
Kind of coincidental, ain't it?
Quite. I may as well be frank, Malloy. If the police had found that, it could have put me in a very serious position.
You're telling me.
But as it turned out, you found it and kept your mouth shut. I'm willing to pay for that service and for your silence afterwards, of course.
Sure. Package deal.
Package deal.
I'm wondering, though, how come you thought I had it?
You were the first one to reach the victim.
Yeah.
And the newspaper story made no mention of the police finding it.
Fat chance. Landed right in front of my door.
That's almost incredible.
I don't know. You hit him pretty hard.
I what?
You really clobbered that guy. I mean, it's a wonder you didn't lose a fender, too.
What are you talking about?
The accident. Your license plate.
You're not making sense.
Well, neither are you. You trying to back down or something?
I don't know what your dodge is, Malloy, but don't...
Now,
think
listen,
that
I ain't dodging. You are. You want to buy back your license plate, or don't you?
I'm not interested in any license plate. I want that $100,000 worth of heroin the man was carrying.
In a moment, we continue with the third act of Suspense.
Sociable, up-to-date, debonair.
What's this, a new word game?
No, I'm just mentioning the qualities that people admire in other people.
Oh, I see. If you're sociable, up-to-date, and what was that other word, debonair?
Yes, debonair. But listen to it this way. Be sociable, look smart, keep up to date with Pepsi. Drink light, refreshing Pepsi. Stay young and fair and debonair. Be sociable, have a Pepsi.
Notice how many of your friends are serving Pepsi-Cola these days. It's the up-to-date refreshment.
Be sociable, serve Pepsi.
And now, starring Mr. Jackie Cooper, Act 3 of The Amateur.
Well, I'm sitting there like I'm turned to stone or something. Heroin. This caper was getting too hot for me. He pulls up to the curb and stops the car.
All right, Malloy, we can cut out the cat and mouse routine.
Now, wait a minute. You mean to tell me you ain't the guy driving that car last night?
I'll ask the questions.
But I thought
I'm not interested in what you thought. I want that packet.
Will you listen to me for a minute? I don't know nothing about no H or packet or nothing.
Malloy, the man who was killed was purchasing that heroin for me. He was carrying it when he was run down.
This I know nothing about.
The police didn't report finding anything on him, and you know as well as I they would have. Now it adds up, doesn't it? No heroin on Jackie. You the first to reach him?
I didn't touch the guy, I swear.
You led me to believe on the phone you had it.
On my mother's grave, I don't know nothing about it. I found a license plate, a beat-up plate I figured came from the car that hit him. I thought you was the driver and wanted to get the plate back to save your skin from a hit-and-run rap.
That's quite a story.
Look, if I had this stuff, don't you think I'd be bargaining with you right this minute? Would I be making up a story about a license plate? Wouldn't I be naming my price for the stuff? Huh? Wouldn't I?
Well, maybe you would at that.
And now you're looking at the situation from the right angle.
If the police didn't find the stuff, and if you're telling the truth, it means Jackie wasn't carrying it.
Sure, that's it.
And if he wasn't carrying it, he never got it.
Well, I got an appointment, I just remembered. I'll catch the subway downtown.
Sit still.
No, I can get back, okay?
You'll get back when I'm ready to take you.
We start back uptown. This guy's really sore, but not at me. That I'm sure of. When we get to 106th Street, he pulls up in front of an apartment and stops. We're only 4 blocks from my place. He gets out and motions me to go ahead of him. We walk up the steps to a foyer. He rings a bell in a sort of rhythm, like a code or something, and after a couple of seconds, a buzzer opens the door. Well, we take an elevator to the 3rd floor, and when the door's open, he steps out into a little hall with one door in it. Keller goes through the same ring a bit, and the door opens a crack.
What do you want, Keller?
I want to see Giacomo.
He's not here.
I'll wait.
Who is this punk?
Never mind.
We'll come back later, huh?
Come on in, Keller. Take off, Pete.
The room's dark. Not pitch dark, but gloomy kind of. The voice comes from a big fat guy sitting behind the biggest desk I ever seen.
Sorry about Jackie, Keller.
I'll bet you are.
Who's this?
The man who saw Jackie get hit.
Oh? Bringing him here wasn't very wise.
I want to get something cleared up.
Indeed.
What did you pull on me last night?
I don't think I like your tone, Keller. What do you mean?
Jackie didn't have the stuff or the money on him when they scraped him off the sidewalk.
Oh?
How do you explain that?
Why ask me?
Because I think Jackie gave you the money, but you didn't give him the heroin.
Really, Keller? What do you take me for? Jackie never showed up last night.
What?
I was expecting him. As a matter of fact, I inconvenienced myself waiting for him. Then this morning we read of his demise. I presume he was on his way here when he was hit.
And why didn't he have the money? $100,000 in cash. The papers would surely have latched onto that.
Why don't you ask your friend here? Wasn't he the first to reach Jackie?
Now, wait
I'm
a
really
minute.
annoyed with you, Keller. We've been dealing with each other for years, and you let a punk like this pull the wool over your eyes. You come in here accusing me.
Now, take it easy, Jack.
I don't know nothing about any $100,000.
Let me handle this, Keller.
If he's got the money, I'll find out my own way.
I'm afraid not. It's become my concern now.
What do you mean?
I mean I can't have a punk like this knowing about my operations here. Take him down to the garage. We'll find out what he did with your money during the ride.
Ride? Hey, you guys kidding or something?
Wait a minute, Giacomo. I'm not so sure that's the right way.
It is the only way. I have to protect my interests. And yours as well. If you know what I mean. Use this private elevator. I'll meet you in the garage.
All right, Giacomo. But if anything happens before I get that money...
You have nothing to worry about, Keller. Nothing at all. Get going.
Well, I don't mind saying now, I was scared out of my Sunday pants. I didn't have to ask any more questions to know what these birds were up to. These were the real pros. And I knew this Giacomo guy was playing for keeps. Well, the elevator glides to a stop, and out we get. The doors close, and it goes back up again. I see we're in a small garage with two big jobs parked facing the doors. And then it hits me. I'm seeing a familiar-looking license plate on the rear of the black caddy. Maybe this is my chance.
Over there, Malloy, and keep quiet.
Now, Keller, you gotta listen to me.
Shut up.
Now, listen, that's the car. The black cad there on the left, that's the one.
The one what?
That's the car I seen run down that pal of yours.
What?
Believe me, I know that license number. And I give you 10 to 1 odd the front plate's gone. You see, it ain't there. Because at this minute, it's behind the bottom drawer of my dresser. Don't you see? I've been leveling with you.
Yes. I'm beginning to see a lot of things.
This schmo Giacomo rode down your pal with his own car. Look at him dents in the bumper. Uh-oh.
Keep out of the way, Malloy. I've got a little matter to take up with Giacomo.
But watch out. He's got his goon with him.
Well, Keller, why aren't you in the car?
Which one, Giacomo? The one you murdered Jackie with?
Boss? No. No, the other one. Or perhaps you'd like to run for it, as Jackie did.
Oh, no, Giacomo. You can take the punks for rides and squash the flunkies on the sidewalk, but you don't push me over.
I am eliminating my middleman, Keller.
You're eliminating nothing. I want that 100,000.
You won't be needing it.
What are you...
I've decided not to sell to you anymore. And the nature of our business makes a permanent termination necessary. I think you know what I mean.
You fat pig.
Get in that car.
You fat rat, you miserable...
Then all three of them were in a heap on the floor, and I was in the caddy starting the motor. I stepped on the gas, and I went through them garage doors like a dog through a hoop. And then... Well, you guessed it. I run smack into a police car. And I'm never so glad to see cops in all my life. Well, they go in and clean up Giacomo and his playmates. But if you don't think I had some explaining to do. They had me tied up with them ghouls. So I have to get them to take me home where I give them the license plate and tell them the whole story. I get a hold of Boots, and like the buddy he is, he backs me up. But we have to spill the whole thing to the cops to get ourselves out of being connected with the dope pushers. Right, Boots?
Right, Jerry.
So, they're holding us for intent to blackmail, withholding evidence, and I don't know what all. But the mouthpiece says we'll probably get off easy since we made a clean breast of it and helped catch them harpies. Hey, by the way, Mac, what are you in for?
Suspense, in which Jackie Cooper starred in William N. Robeson's production of The Amateur, written by Robert Jurin. In a moment, the names of our supporting players and a word about next week's story of Suspense.
A young lady by the name of Scheherazade kept her audience of one enthralled for 1,001 nights with one of the longest stories in history. That's a long time to devote to one chronicle, but some of CBS Radio's winning 7 weekday dramas have put that record in the shade, entertaining audiences in the millions with many times 1,001 days of continuing dramatic serials. Each weekday on the CBS Radio Network, there's a wealth of daytime drama, including such outstanding serials as The Romance of Helen Trent, The Couple Next Door, Ma Perkins, Whispering Streets, The Right to Happiness, The Second Mrs. Burton, and Young Dr. Malone. Monday through Friday, follow these absorbing, true-to-life stories. Only CBS Radio brings you the winning 7 combination of top daytime dramas. Another important reason for the different sound of this CBS radio station.
Supporting Jackie Cooper in The Amateur were Tommy Cook, Peter Leeds, Barry Kroger, and Norm Alden. Listen. Listen again next week, when we return with Ida Lupino and Howard Duff starring in On a Country Road. Another tale well calculated to keep you in suspense.